Hello, Year 4. It's crazy to think that we are up to the last week before the summer holidays. We've come to the end of Year 4. How quick has this year gone? So I'm here for this final week to talk you through the last few tasks for home learning before the summer holidays. We're up to week 18 on the Google Drive. So when you access the Google Drive, you will see week 18 has appeared here. You'll notice that there are a few less tasks this week than what you're used to by now. The reason for that is because the end of term is officially Wednesday. So I've popped in enough activities to keep you going and keep you busy until Wednesday, and then go and enjoy a lovely summer holiday. So I'm here to talk you through each of the activities that will keep you busy up until Wednesday. And as always, please remember to send us the emails and share with us the work that you've been doing. So going through each of those activities then, if you open up the English folder on the Google Drive, you'll see that there's 3 documents in there for you to be using this week. This one here will explain the task in a little bit more detail. So this is the one that you want to open first, okay? And as we open up that document, you will see that there's a BBC Bitesize video link for you to access. If you click on that link, there are 2 videos within that link that I'd really like you to watch first of all before you begin the tasks. Those videos are based on your use of conjunctions, so they're really good videos to revise the terms coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions. They'll help you to identify the difference between them. We've done quite a bit of work on that this year. You'll remember fanboys and those sorts of synonyms that we were using earlier in the year. So watch that video link to help you remember exactly what a coordinating conjunction is and what a subordinating conjunction is. After you've watched those videos, you'll then see that there's 2 challenges that I'd like you to complete, which will help you to practice using those coordinating conjunctions and subordinating conjunctions. And you will find those challenges here. So the first one is this one, Collins Coordinating Conjunction Challenge. And basically you have some sentences there where at the moment they are made up of plainly main clauses. So you can see in sentence number 1 here, you have a first main clause, an independent clause, and we know that it makes sense completely on its own. I wanted to play outside. There could be a full stop there. And then you have another independent clause here, it was raining, again, and it does end with a full stop there. We can join each of those independent clauses with a coordinating conjunction, and you have some examples there. Remember, as I've said, we've used that term fanboys earlier in the year, so don't feel you have to only choose these conjunctions. You could use a more challenging conjunction as well, okay? Have a go at choosing the most appropriate conjunction that would join each of these independent clauses, and then you do have the answers there as well in order to help you to do that marking. The answers there will only provide you answers for and, but, so and or conjunctions as the choices that you've been given, but I would be really impressed to see if you could use more challenging conjunctions. When you've done that challenge, there is a further challenge for you to do, perhaps on a different day, where you have got a number of main clauses and subordinating clauses, sorry. So you have this row here where you have all of your main clauses, and remember, we know it's a main clause because it makes sense completely on its own. We could end each of these sentences here and they would make sense fully, or we could extend them and make them more powerful by using a subordinating clause. And on this side of the page, on the right hand side of the page here, is where you have a list of subordinating phrases in order for you to join up. At the moment, they've all been mixed up. So it's your job to have a go at seeing if you can figure out which subordinating phrase would match the main clause that you've got here, okay? Once you've done that, you have a further challenge here of being able to choose 3 of your own main clause, 3 of the clauses from this section here, and then can you add your own subordinating phrase on the end using different ones from the ones that you've matched up here, okay? And as always, you have the answers there to be able to check once you've done that. Okay, so that's your English for this week. You'll see that it's just kind of a final revision unit there, ready for when you go into year 5. I know the year 5 teachers are really looking forward to seeing your use of conjunctions in the first piece of writing that you do in year 5. So that'll be a really good start for you, ready for year 5. Your history task this week, set again by Miss Eddleston. As always, there will be another YouTube video for your history, so make sure you view the history video before you achieve the task. This week in history, you're going to be looking at detail about rationing during World War II and exactly what that meant. You're also going to be looking about how the war was celebrated at the end and how VE Day came about. So there's quite a bit of information that Miss Eddleston gives you in her history video, so make sure you check that out. And then as your task this week from Miss Eddleston would like to see how much you've learned from all of her videos and all of the unit across the last few weeks. So she's set you a little quiz. So have a look at the quiz. Again, you don't have to print this out. You could just write your answers down on a sheet of paper. That's absolutely fine. All of Miss Eddleston's questions aren't just about this week's video. They are questions that relate to the whole unit of work, just so she can see exactly how much you've taken in and how much information you've retained. So have a go at that quiz, see how many you can answer. If you want to look back at some of the other videos from across the unit, they're all still on YouTube, so have a look at them, go to the Year 4 playlist, have a look at them. If you are struggling with any of those questions, previous videos will help you with that. Okay, I look forward to seeing your responses there. Also in the Google Drive this week, you have 2 reading comprehensions. So you've got one on rationing with the answers and the questions. These 3 documents all link together. So you again choose your level of ability. I know that you've got quite used to doing those. So the 1-star is the simpler version, and moving up to the 3-star version with a little bit more reading and a little bit more challenging questions. Okay, you choose your level. So you've got all of the texts there for rationing. And then as you can see, you've got your comprehension questions here. Don't be fooled by them being repeated. Okay, just do one side of the sheet in order to answer all of the questions fully. And again, you've got your varying levels there to help you to choose from. Once you've done those, you have your answers there to help you to check. Okay, you then have your VE Day reading comprehension as well. And as you can see, these reading comprehensions support fully the work that you've been doing this week in history as well. So it will just add that extra subject knowledge for you in order to help you with that history quiz as well. For science this week, I'm not going to go into too much detail of the science because, again, Mrs. Lancaster has done you an extra video on YouTube, so make sure you check out her extra video. I know she has a really exciting experiment for you to be doing this week where you're going to be exploring the use of vibrations, and you're going to be thinking about what pitch and volume means. You're going to be thinking about how pitch is different to volume and how the vibrations might be different in pitch and volume, and you'll be exploring that with quite an exciting science experiment. So make sure you check that out on the YouTube channel from Mrs. Lancaster's video there. For SPAG this week, you have finished all of the SPAG mats for this term, so you haven't got a SPAG mat. You have got some extra spelling activities. I know you're quite used to seeing these now, so we've moved on to the next few words from the spelling list to help you to practice them in different ways. And then as an additional extra this week, I've also popped in there some look, cover, write, check spelling practice for all of the year 3-4 spelling words. So now that we've come to the end of year 4, it is expected, in order to be secure in your spelling, it is expected that you would know how to spell all of these words on this list. Okay, I would advise working through each of these spelling words a few words at a time each week. Okay, so make sure this activity lasts you throughout the whole of the summer holidays. Maybe you'd like to take a page every couple of days, or a few letters of the alphabet each week. It's completely up to you, but you're going to look at the word, you're going to say the word out loud, you're going to write the word in this box here, you can then trace over the word, and then it would be a really good idea to fold your page down this section here so that you can then write the word without looking at it. Okay, and that'll just be really good practice for you as you move into year 5. You're going to be starting to move into the year 5-6 spelling words, which are a little bit tricky, so it's really important that you know and secure these words before you do that. Okay, so this will be really good practice for you to keep going over the next few weeks over the holidays. It wouldn't be very useful to try and complete this in one go, okay, because you're not going to retain those spellings. So just a few words at a time to really help you across the next few weeks, okay. And finally, the final folder that we've got in here, as always, we have some White Rose Maths, and again it'll put you in really good stead for year 5 to do a little bit of revision on your times tables and your times table strategies that you're using. So I've popped 3 lessons in there and take you up till Wednesday to do some revision based on the work that we've already done this year. You can see that we have a lesson based on multiplying 3 numbers together. You'll remember doing this earlier in the year, so it's not new learning, but you'll be looking at where you multiply 3 numbers, and you'll remember that we group 2 numbers together first of all and find that times table fact before we multiply the third. Okay, so break it down for yourselves to make it easier. There's a number of activities there for you to be applying that learning from earlier in the year. After you've done the multiplying numbers, we also have 7 times table division and division facts. So I know that the 7s are something that are probably one of the trickier times tables, so it's a really good idea to keep practicing those 7 times table facts. And again, lots of different challenges here to help you to apply it in different ways. And then the final one for this week is looking at factor pairs. Here we are. So it's looking at when we multiply 2 numbers together, the factors. The factor is the answer of that, and the multiples that make that number. So I know that the factors of 45 is 1 and 45, because I know that 1 times 45 makes 45. So we know that 1 and 45 are factors of that number, okay. And you can see you've got a number of activities here to start you thinking about those different factors. I've purposely popped this challenge in because I know it's a really visual one to remind you of the learning we did earlier in the year where we did factor bugs, and you'll remember creating our factor bugs with those little alien legs, okay. So think back to that learning in order to help you to do that, okay. The last thing that I'll need to mention for you this week is there is currently a Times Table Rockstars battle that Mrs. Lancaster has set up for us all. Each of the 3 classes are battling out to find the winner. As I speak now, the battle is live, and as I've recorded this, currently Y4O are winning and we are smashing it. So hopefully by the time you see this video, we are still winning. That's the aim. But come on Y4L, come on Y4P, give Y4O a bit of a battle and see how we get on. I'll be looking forward to seeing who the winners are on Tuesday. So you've not got long to get onto that battle and really try and win it for your class, okay? The other thing that does need a quick mention before we go, you'll notice in the Google Drive here, I've added in a folder called Summer Holiday Activities. That's for the Year 3 children moving into Year 4. So there are some transition style activities for them. So they're not for you guys to complete. You would find it far too easy if you had a go at doing those. If you're looking for some summer holiday activities for you to be doing over the summer holidays, the Year 5 teachers have set you some interesting tasks, but you'll need to access them on their Google Drive to get you used to using the Year 5 Google Drive, okay? There will be YouTube videos going on Tuesday where your new teachers will be introducing themselves to you. Have a watch of their videos, and in the link below their video, there'll be a link in order for you to be able to access the Year 5 Google Drive. So click on the link on that video from the Year 5 teachers, and you'll be able to see the tasks that they've set you for the summer holidays. As always, they're not compulsory, you don't have to do them, but they will be really good practice for you, especially to show off all what you can do to your new teachers, okay? So that's it for this week. I want to wish you the best summer holiday. Make sure you have lots of rest, make sure you have lots of fun, make sure you make lots of memories with your families over the coming weeks. Please keep emailing us over the summer if there's anything that you're up to, any exciting trips that you go on, any fun times that you have. Myself, Mrs. Parker and Mrs. Lancaster would love to see what you're up to over the summer. So by all means, email us some photos as you have been doing. We'll really look forward to seeing those. Have the best time, guys. Keep working hard, keep reading, keep doing your times tables, and have the best time. I'll see you for the first week back. We can't wait to see you again for the first week back in September. Have fun, guys. Take care. Bye bye.